We begin our exploration in the bustling metropolis of Jakarta, Indonesia. The city's vibrant energy belies a deep-seated problem: corruption. In 2019, an estimated $2.5 billion disappeared from the country's annual budget due to corruption. The impact? Infrastructure projects stalled, educational programs suffered, and healthcare services remained woefully inadequate. Next, we travel to the heart of Central Asia, Kazakhstan. The country, rich in oil and minerals, has an economy that should be thriving. Instead, the prosperity is concentrated amongst a select few. A Transparency International report in 2023 revealed that nearly 80% of the nation's wealth is controlled by just 5% of the population, a statistic largely attributed to rampant corruption. Our journey continues in the bustling streets of Delhi, India. Here, corruption takes on a more subtle form: bureaucratic red tape. A World Bank study showed that an average Indian citizen encounters corruption about 5 times a year, typically in the form of bribes to expedite government services. This not only drains the pockets of the common man, but also erodes public trust in government institutions. Finally, we arrive in Beijing, China, a country that has made significant strides in combating corruption. Yet challenges persist. The Tigers and Flies campaign, initiated in 2012, has led to the prosecution of several high-ranking officials. But critics argue that the campaign is more of a political purge than an anti-corruption drive. Today we have journeyed through Asia, unearthing the deep-rooted problem of corruption that plagues this vibrant continent. From the bustling streets of Jakarta to the oil-rich plains of Kazakhstan, from the bureaucratic mazes of Delhi to the power corridors of Beijing, the spectre of corruption looms large. It diverts resources, stunts development, and erodes public trust. To combat this issue, transparency, accountability, and strong institutions are essential. Countries like Singapore and Hong Kong have shown that it is possible to curtail corruption, and their success stories should serve as a beacon for the rest of Asia. In closing, remember this: corruption is not a faceless enemy. It is the result of choices made by individuals, groups, and governments. And just as it is nurtured by these choices, it can be dismantled by them too. The fight against corruption in Asia is not just a battle for resources or development. It's a battle for trust, for fairness, and ultimately for the future of a continent that houses more than half of the world's population.